What's up, guys? I'm back here doing another video today. This one's a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a trade recap for all of the trades that I took this last week. So I'm going to get right into this, starting with Monday here. I have a little bit, a little explanation written out for each trade, but then I'm going to go in a little bit more in depth. So I can't switch the time frame, so we're stuck on the 30-second, or else it'll send me all the way back to the beginning, which I don't really want to do. But actually, it should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. So this is the mindset that I had here for this trade. Obviously, we look for liquidity sweeps. So we had this right here, where we took out this. This would have been London low, I believe. So we were targeting a move upwards. This is the only annoying thing, because now I'm going to have to scroll all the way back here, but it's fine. Okay. So obviously we took out sell side liquidity, so we're looking for a buy. This is what we got in at over here. Our normal strategy that we trade it every time, 30-second. We have an inverse fair value gap here. Change in state of deliveries up here. We're going to have a close right here, but we always wait for the second one. So we got in up right here. As you can see, obviously we dipped pretty heavily at first. Almost got stopped out, but we always keep our stop right here at the swing low. Eventually came up, got into some profit. But then I believe that this was a 5-minute bearish fair value gap. So we came up, touched it, and got stopped out. So that one stopped us out minus $140. And then again, I was still bullish, so I was trying to chase that. Same setup here, 30-second inverse fair value gap, change state of delivery. I think I entered somewhere over here because I like to see 2 blue candles in a row if I'm looking for longs. Sometimes it depends on how. Obviously there's some weird chopping going on, so that's why I waited for 2. So I entered there again, came up, just couldn't really get there, but we did make a good initial move up. So I went to break even. So this one, yeah, this one we had my setup form in the opposite direction. So as you can see, 30-second bullish fair value gap was formed, and then we just inversed it, changed state of delivery right here, and then dumped. So that one I got out of as soon as my setup was formed in the opposite direction. As it says here, I lost $7. So Monday we were down $147. That was the first day on the Express account too. So not a great start, but it's fine. Move on to Tuesday. Now Tuesday, I was not looking at I was not streaming, so I wasn't at my computer. This is all trading on my phone. I don't know if that was the best idea, but that is what I did. We're gonna first look at the 15-minute, which is what I always do. As you can see here, what happened here? We were looking for buys, I believe, because we took out this, that, or this right here. One of those two. But let's look here on 30-second now. Looking for buys. Obviously, we must have taken out some sell-side liquidity. Just can't really find it, just because I don't really have everything marked out, just because I wasn't streaming. So, again, this was our first trade here. Same setup as always. This was our first fair value gap that got inversed. Change the state of delivery right here. And this was a fat push up, so I just entered right here. Lots of chopping, almost got stopped out here, came up, and then ended up getting fully stopped out right here. So lost $80 on that to start the day. Not ideal. Then we had this little thing go on. Again, I was still bullish, so I was looking for buys. We got a 30-second inverse fair value gap, change state of delivery, entered off that second blue candle. This one actually almost hit TP. We were up, I don't know, quite a bit. This must be 50 points, 45, 50 points. I was obviously trailing it because I was at this point down 220 on the account, I believe. So I was trailing it pretty tightly, waiting for like this first win, and I believe I got stopped out like right here at this fat candle down. So this one we got $51 on that trade. A good trade overall, but did get stopped out, but definitely could secure some profit on that one. Now, this one, again, still bullish. This isn't even a fair value gap, honestly. I was trading on my phone again, so I'm not really sure exactly what I saw here, but I saw this drop down, came up, changed state of delivery, entered off that second candle. And this one also stopped us out before we could hit take profit, full take profit. But I believe I was coming up here, trailed it right here, I believe. And then it did eventually get stopped out over here. But we caught $108 on this. So then at this point we were up, we lost 80 on the first one. So we were up like $70. And then we caught this thing. So this was another entry. Again, every single entry here was bullish. So I went in longs all day. Now this little thing is the tiniest fair value gap I've ever seen. I don't know if you can count it, but I did. So I took the trade. Came down, inverse this super tiny fair value gap, changed state of delivery, enter off the second candle, and this one actually would have printed. Like this one actually would have cooked. Probably this is probably like 90, 100 points, probably something like that. But I got stopped out because I was trailing my loss or trailing my like stop loss. So I believe I just like put it right. I think like right at this low right here, or at this high, I guess. I believe, or maybe it was this right here. One of those two. But did get eventually stopped out. $103 win. At this point, I was at $175 for the day, which you need $200 to make it count as like a winning day. So I did a little bit of chasing. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but I did. So we did this little trade right here. Again, bullish. I was bullish on the day, looking for longs. Came down, inverse fair value gap, change state of delivery, entered in. And all I was looking for was the $25. Or $30 or however much it was. And as you can see, it was the 5th trade of the day, which is normally way too many, but we had 1-2 in a row, so I kept going. I don't know. I wasn't on stream, so I probably wasn't in the right space to trade, but as you can see, I scalped to get the $25, needed to hit 200 for the day, and it did absolutely boom after that, unfortunately. But that's all I needed. I got my 200 for the day. So Tuesday up, I think it was 202 on Tuesday, something like that. All right, that's it for Tuesday. Now we're gonna move over to Wednesday. Wednesday we cooked, I think. Yeah, we cooked Wednesday. So we boomed up here. I believe this was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday we boomed up. We actually took out all-time highs. All right. So obviously taking out all-time highs is a little bit weird. Like normally people don't really know what to do. Me, I just treated it as another high time frame liquidity, like a buy side liquidity. Came up, took it out. So you look for sells off of that. This was the first time our setup got played out. We had a bullish fair value got formed, came down, inversed it, and then changed state of delivery. Entered off this candle right here, and then we absolutely dumped. Absolutely dumped. I believe on this one, as you can see, like initially we had a fat drop off. I was trailing SL as I normally do. I think what is that 22999? I think I had it like at this wick or at this like the bodies of these candles, and so this little pushback up did stop me out for $470, but it did eventually play out for 141 points. So that was a great trade. Everyone in the TikTok live caught that. I only got 470. I think full take profit was 900 or like 870. But still, excellent trade. That was one and done for the day. Obviously, a fantastic trade. So let's move to Thursday. Okay, right. So we were looking for sells. This was an interesting day. We came up. we took out this level here. Was it this level? That level or this level? One of these we came up and took out. So I was looking for sells. Yeah, let's see. So Thursday the market broke. First of all, Top Step was down. I was looking for shorts here. This is a perfect short entry. Fair value gap, inversed, change the state of delivery. Right here, we would enter off this fat candle, and it literally dropped like 200 points. But Top Step was down. Couldn't enter a trade. My whole screen was frozen. It was all on the live stream. Very unfortunate. It's fine, because once we did make that fat dump down, I just started looking for longs because we took out a ton of sell side liquidity. So our first entry for longs was right here. We had a bearish fair value gap formed, inversed it, changed state of delivery, entered in. This one was interesting. I had my stops. I think stops were actually right here. But came up, was in profit for a little bit, but this right here, this candle right here, it glitched out. Obviously you can see it just like literally shot down, but it still got $80 in profit. So that was something weird with the market, but not a great trade, but didn't lose technically. So that was interesting, but still bullish. So another entry presented itself here. Eventually got in off of this candle, entered. I got stopped out break even because I was trailing my stop right here, I believe. And so this candle down, or I had it here, and this candle down stopped me out. But got $20. I was trying to get break even, which break even for me is more like structure, so not actually like the actual break even, but kind of like a structure that it shouldn't go below if it wants to go in my direction. Which, if I was in this trade originally, which normally I would target the swing low, so like that would be my stop, but it was just too much for me, we would still be in this. But so right now we're up $100. I was still chasing my $200 and still bullish on the day. Found another bullish entry, or inverse fair value gap, changed state of delivery, entered off this fat push up. We almost got stopped out here, but I just took it until I got my 100. So only 25 points with 2 contracts. Hit $103, and it did continue to go up quite a bit. So that could have been a big trade, but I wasn't gonna get greedy. I just had my take profit set to the $100, and so took that. So that was Thursday, another $200 day, and then finally we're going to go to Friday, which Friday was a great day. As you can see, we went for shorts. I can't really tell what's going on because there's so many lines all over my screen. Delete these. Okay. Yeah, alright. This should just be what I need here. So, we took out... I was waiting for this London low to be taken out right here. I was waiting for this London low to be taken out. It never did, and then it boomed up. So it boomed up and took out this, I think this was either London high or Asia high. Took it out. I prematurely jumped into this trade right here. I thought that London was already taken, but it had not quite been taken yet. So also this like gap that you see here, as you can, like, obviously it's not this like normal space between each candle. It looks a little bit strange, but I consider that as a fair value gap, which I really don't think I should have. But I got inversed here, and then there was a change in state of delivery. I think this candle I entered, and like I don't think I was in profit once at all the whole trade, and then I got stopped out. So yeah, as you can see here, first trade, rushed into the trade, did not wait for London high to be swept, lost $114. But eventually, it did get swept, and then we tapped into this high time frame fair value gap. I believe it was 5 or 15 minute, not sure. But then the setup was formed. After we tapped into a high time frame bearish fair value gap, expected to go down. We were already looking for shorts. So fair value gap inverse, change state of delivery right here, wait for the second candle. And this was an absolutely beautiful trade right here. Hit full TP, 57 points, $321, done for the day, up to like 210 or something, 207, I don't know. But it did come down a little bit farther. I was in it here, but I had stops right at the amount of money I needed to hit 200 for the day. So I kind of wanted it to keep dropping. It just never did. It reversed, started coming back up. But I got my 200 for the day. 4 $200 days last week. Only need one more for my first payout. And yeah, overall, a great week. Excited for Monday. There's no news, so I might not trade, but here's everything. It's a lot here. But so yeah, here's the stats for the account up here. Up $932 for my first week. Everything streamed on TikTok except for that one day I wasn't streaming on Tuesday. That was like a special occasion. But I'll be live again on Monday, streaming all week next week except for Friday. I hope to see more of you guys there. On Friday we had 1.3K there, so I don't know if we can get more than that. But just hit 5K there, 5,000 followers on TikTok. Hoping to hit 100 subscribers here. We're up to 300 members in the Discord. Maybe some more people join off this video. Maybe hit 500 in the next week. Never know. But I appreciate you all for watching this. If I helped you or if you have any more questions, make sure to leave it in the comments down below. Hit the subscribe button, like it. If you think this video will help somebody, share it to them. And I just really appreciate all the support. We've grown like crazy in the last few weeks. Only up from here. So appreciate y'all. Make sure to join the Discord if you want some extra help. And peace.